Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to talk about the Holy Priest, and this is going to be a PvE guide. Welcome. So the first thing we're going to do in this PvE guide is that we're going to talk about stats. After that we're going to talk about talents, and then we're going to talk about the talents, or you can say the rotation for your spells, how you should use them, and how you can be a efficient healer, you can say. So I'm going through stats, talents, rotation. So we go through all the basics, so after you have watched this movie, you will be able to be the basic healer that knows exactly what to do when healing and can hold up your team. Of course, through the time you play your healer, you will find things or ways that you personally better like, but I will give you the basic package of how to play a Holy Priest. Super. So the first thing is the stats. And right now on the screen you can probably see the stats, what stat you need. But the first thing is of course intellect. So intellect and eye level is the most important thing, because every time you get an item that is high eye level, you get intellect. And intellect is giving you more healing, all your spells get more efficient. So intellect is basically the main number one stat. Number two stat, personally, I would say it's mastery. I know that for some people say for dungeons, critical strike is more important than mastery, and raid is more mastery as number two. But my own opinion, I would say mastery is the most important after intellect, because every direct healing you're doing is healing additional over 6 seconds. So it's a free healing over time. So even in dungeons, raids, all your spells is healing additional over time, and you don't have to use extra mana on it. And the mana that you can save during this encounter with your healing over time is so important. Well, in raids it's very important, because in raids it's actually pretty easy to get out of mana on bosses if they are too long, if the DPS is too low. So mastery is helping you with healing more over time, free, without you have actually to use extra mana. So it's pretty cool. But after mastery, I would say crit. I would say intellect, mastery, crit. Then you can begin to talk about what is most important, Vitality or haste. I would probably say personally haste, and then Vitality. So I would say intellect, mastery, crit, haste, Vitality. So just remember the most important: intellect, haste, and crit. Sorry. sorry. Intellect, mastery, crit. Again, you can see that on the screen, so it doesn't matter what I say. Just intellect, mastery, crit. Boom, capiche. Those three are the most important as Holy Priest, I would say, for both raid and dungeon. Don't try to mix your items. Don't make a dungeon set. Don't make a raid set. Just have one and all set for everything, and go with these three stats, and you should be perfect. Okay, talents. So again, talents is we have dungeon talents, we have raid talents, we have, you can say, talents for both things. So it's very important that you kind of see what is the best in each situation. So the first one row here, enlightenment is the best one for raiding, because it helps you to generate more mana, and in raids again, encounters are very long and you can lose a lot of mana. So enlightenment is the best one for raids. But Trail of the Light is 100% the best for dungeons and Mythic Plus. When you cast Flash Heal, 40% of the healing is replicated to the previous target you healed with Flash Heal. So that means if someone is dying and you need to heal them ASAP, well, Trail of Light is helping you with some more damage overall, healing overall, instead of Enlightenment that just gives you mana. And in a Mythic Plus, you don't care about mana, because you don't go out of mana in a Mythic Plus, but you want extra healing. Enduring Renewal is not worth at all, because your renew is not healing. It's of course healing, but it's not healing that much, so you don't want it to be refreshed all the time, because you can take care of that 50 seconds recast. So just go with Trail of Light in dungeons and Enlightenment in raids. The next row down here, Angelic Feather, will probably be the one I recommend. It's very good. It helps you and your team with running faster. Perseverance is, I would say, keep that one for PvP. Don't use it in PvE. And Angel's Mercy is not really worth, because I don't see you using Angel Mercy so much in PvE if everything is going okay. So I would say for utility, take Angelic Feather as recommending. The next one down here is a bit different. Well, Cosmic Ripple is the one that people are actually suggesting for raids, and Guardian Angel is the one they are recommending for dungeons and Mythic Plus. So Guardian's Angel at the moment has 3-minute cooldown. It's called Guardian Spirit, and Guardian Angel is reducing the cooldown of Guardian Spirit when you use Guardian Spirit on someone, and if they don't die, and it, this effect doesn't save them from dying. It's a spell that if you cast it at the tank, if the tank dies, instead of being killed, he will be healed up to 40% of his maximum health. So, but if this effect, if you use it on the tank in a Mythic Plus where it's very hard and it doesn't kill him, you will get 1 minute off the cooldown. So instead of 3 minutes, it will be 2 minutes. And a lot of people are saying this one here is the best for dungeons, and Cosmic is the best for raid. But personally, I would probably say Cosmic Ripple would be my personally favorite overall. I don't see. I cannot see. I mean, if you know the tank is going to die, you use Guardian Angel, and you probably save him. But this talent is like, if you don't know when to use it, it kind of helps you to get the cooldown off again. So I would say I would like to have Cosmic Ripple because it gives me the most healing output. So yeah, and after I would never go with that one, because this one here is kind of helping you if you die, and I'm not focusing on die. I don't want to die, so why should I take a talent that makes me stronger when I die? So no. So personally, Cosmic Ripple would be my preferred, but if you ask the pros, this one here is for dungeons, Guardian Angel, and Cosmic Ripple is for raid. Super. The next one here, all three are very good for dungeon and raids, so it's up to personally you which one you want. Do you want to have your fear with less cooldown, but remember fear can be dangerous to use in a dungeon? Or do you want to have a stun that you can use as an interrupt? Or do you want a shining force where you knock people back, and it can also use as an interrupt, and you can actually interrupt a lot of enemies on one time because you interrupt and you knock them back. So personally, in a raid I would probably go with Censure, but in a dungeon I would probably go with Shining Force. If you have the time to actually think about it, I will go with Shining Force, because you can, let's say you're in a dungeon where 6 of the mobs is now casting a shield on themselves, like Underrot, then you go to them, use Shining Force, they get pushed away, and boom, no one of them is getting shielded. The dangerous thing with this one is you can actually move them away, so you can pull another group, but that's another matter. So, but Censure and Shining Force would probably be my favorite here. They're different at the moment. So the next one down here, Circle of Healing is a very good overall. So if you like to have as extra spell that doesn't cost very much mana and heals a lot of your party, and you want an extra cooldown, you can say, or extra spell, Circle of Healing is a great overall for dungeons and raids. But Surge of Lightning is probably the one I would recommend for mythics and dungeons, because it gives you the additional, well, all your healing spells have the chance to make your next flash heal instant, and it can stack up to 2 times. And in a mythic where you maybe have to sometimes move and run around and it's very stressed, I would probably say this one here is my favorite one and most recommended. But Binding Heal will probably be the one I would use in a raid, because it heals your target, it heals yourself, and it heals another one in for 20 yards. So you're healing 3 people at the same time, and it only costs 500 more than your, actually 600 more, 500 more than your normal heal. So you can basically replace heal with this Binding Heal, almost. And Flash Heal still cost a lot of more. So well, and remember again, heal is still healing more than Binding Heal, but Binding Heal is healing 3 people. Well, that's including you, but still, it's a great raid healing. Surge of Lightning is a great dungeon healing, and Circle of Healing is a great all healing. It's, if you want, well, you can say Binding Heal is also giving you a new spell. So yeah, they're all great. But personally, I would go with Surge of Light in any situation. So even if I go to a raid and dungeon, I will go Surge of Light because I like it. I really like it. I love to have instant cast. So the next drop down here. So Halo is great for raiding because it gives you a very big healing. But be aware, on some bosses you're interrupting some ads or sheeping them, and you will break the sheep with Halo. Divine Star is also great, but in Mythic or dungeons, because it's for less smaller area, and you heal everyone that is, well, it will, when you use it, kind of move forward and back, and it will heal and damage. So in a dungeon, Divine Star is perfect, Halo is perfect in a raid, but Benediction is also great, but it requires that you're using your Prayer of Mending all the time. Every time you can use it, use it, use it, use it. If you don't use it, if you're the kind of person who forgets to use Prayer of Mending, then never take this talent. Then go with Divine Star or Halo, depending on what you're doing, dungeon or mythic. But if you're the person who always use Prayer of Mending, I would personally recommend Benediction. In a raid, I would say Benediction is awesome. It's so awesome. And in a dungeon, it can maybe be less awesome, and you maybe want to use Divine Star in a dungeon. But this talent here is great if you actually use Prayer of Mending and you remember to use Prayer of Mending. Then I would say Benediction is great for raid, and I would probably take this one instead of Halo. But in a dungeon, Divine Star is probably still the better one, but if you don't want that extra spell in your rotation, then go with Benediction, because it's great, but just remember to use your Prayer of Mending. The last one down here is also depending on what you are actually doing. So the Holy Word Salvation is a great one for raid. It has a 12-minute cooldown, that's a little bummer, but it's a really strong raid heal spell, and it's really strong. And it's good if you're playing against a boss where some very hard encounters and everyone needs healing. It's a great spell, super great, a lot of great. And together with Benediction, because it applies 2 stacks of Prayer of Mending to everyone, it's perfect. It will give you so much healing and make you to the top meta, but again, you can only use it every 12 minutes, and that's a cooldown. So, but it's only recommended for raid, never dungeon, only raids. Light of Narrow will probably be, you can say, the go-to talent. So if you want to have a smooth gameplay, smooth rotation, and you want to have your holy words being faster to cast when to go off the cooldown, well, Light of Narrow is the one. So I would probably recommend it for dungeons, mythics, even raids. It can be very good because it makes, well, every time you use, let's say example, when I use my Holy Word Serenity, and then every time I use my flash shield, 6 seconds of the cooldown is disappearing. But if I use Light of Narrow, it will get 33% more clear of the cooldown. So 6 seconds and then 33% over that, and that will be the additional seconds. So it actually helps me getting my Holy Word ready again. So it's great, I would say, for dungeons and mythics, perfect. Raids can also be fine, because it means that you will get Holy Word Sanctify already. But if you really need that saver for hard boss fights, Holy Word Salvation will save your butt. It's really cool. It's really cool. But again, and also the cooldown is also reduced, of course, on your Holy Word Salvation every time you use your Holy Word Serenity, Holy Word Sanctifier. So of course the 12 minute can go down to lower, and probably maybe you can halve it, but still. Apotheos is also a great cooldown. Well, it increased the cooldown reduction of your Holy Word power words by 300 and reducing their cost by 100. So this talent is great if you're lacking of mana, because, well, in 20 seconds you can use a lot of holy words without using mana, and that can be great. But this is a cooldown that basically gives you the same as Light of Narrow with the reduction of the talents, but of course it also reduced the mana cost by 100. But again, it's a cooldown versus a passive that almost do the same. So a Proteus can probably be cool in a Mythic Plus, where you need to use a lot of holy words to save your tank. But else I would say Light of Narrow would be the go-to talent and my recommended talent. So I would say Light of Narrow will always be my recommended talent for everything, but Holy Word is cool for raids, and OPH, I will just, you know what I mean, this talent here will be great for dungeons if you need more cooldowns on bosses. But if you can handle it, well, not handle it, but you know what I mean, if it's fine for you, Light of Narrow will be the go-to talents. So yeah, so that was the stats, that was the talents. Let's talk about the rotation and how you should actually heal as a Holy Priest. So Holy Priest is a very basically good old school vanilla healer. Nothing has much changed. It's looking much same as it was in old days, except it has all the holy words now. So the good thing I would recommend is always to keep Renew up on your tank. It's a little healing 1000 every second. No, not every second. How often is it? 2.8 seconds. So it heals 1000 every 2.5 seconds. And I mean, it's a free heal. It costs a bit. It costs little less than heal, but it costs the same as a heal. And if you spam it, you will see you can get out of mana on it. So in a raid, if you are in a raid with 25 people, you should probably be aware of spamming it 25 times. But you should be okay. You should be okay. So I would only use Renew on people who actually got damage, and I will never put it on DPS that has not received damage. So I would save it for the one who actually received damage. Of course, if you know that a big RE is coming, then I would probably use it for be ready. Sorry. So Renew is the one that you will hold up on your tank or people who actually gets damage to help the total damage over time. Flash heal is the one that you have as emergency heal. 2 seconds. That was better. So flash heal is the one heal that you use for emergency heals. That means if your tank or someone in the party is getting a lot of damage, he's getting very low down, and you need to kind of heal him and waste mana because flash heal is expensive. So if someone is getting hard damage and you already have Renew up on him, I would say, well, now you have to spam flash heal. Because if you have Trail of the Light, well, next time you use a flash heal, it will heal additional of the 4. It will heal the same again, but only the 40%. So you can see when I heal here, 7k, 600. What was it? This one? Ah, there, 2k. When you cast flash heal, 40% of the healing is replicated to the previous target you healed with flash heal. So 7k, 7k, 1k. Okay, it's probably only working on that game. Okay, it's not working on the same person, so you can stack it. I actually thought, okay, stupid me. I actually thought it stacked on the same person. I never really checked it when I play with it, but you see how you learn something new every day. So, but again, flash heal is great if someone is close to die, but again, it's using so much mana. It actually heals me and him all the time now. Wow, that's even better than I thought. So, but the problem with flash heal is you're getting really fast out of mana, and you should only spam it if someone is really close to die. So only use flash heal if someone is close to die or taking high damage. If someone is not taking high damage, you should focus on using heal. Heal heals more than flash heal, and it helps you getting your stacks if you're playing with Surge of Light. So you can get your stacks of Flash of Heal. So now you can see I have 1 stack of Flash Heal, and I can use it, instant cast, and cost no mana. So Surge Heal is a great healing to just hold it good, heal the tank, nothing stress, everyone gets healing, and you will never get out of mana. But in a situation where the tank is getting very low, you simply don't have time to use heal, and you would need to use flash heal instead. But again, flash heal emergency costs a lot of mana, heal when things go fine and you just have to heal a little bit. Prayer of Mending is a very important spell. You have to hold it up on the target. So when I use Prayer of Mending on me now, I get this buff. So next time I take damage, I will get a healing on 1600, and it jumps to my nearest party member, and then he gets damage and it jumps again, and it just jumps. And if you have this one Benediction, it has a chance to leave a renew on the target. So in a raid it's perfect, or even dungeon, but in a raid it's perfect if you cast a lot of Prayer of Mending out on people. You just free get a renew on someone, and you will be on, well, more top damage, not top healing. It will help you healing overall in total. And I know that Halo and Divine Star can of course also help you, but I'm pretty sure that Benediction could help you in the totals if it's procs. I mean, it only has a 30%, so let the randomness help you. So that was your basic heals: renew, flash heal, heal, Prayer of Mending. Then we have Prayer of Healing, that is your, well, you can say AoE healing. You can spam this little one, good looking effect. So everyone, well, and for the 40 yards, the four nearest party members in 40 yards is getting healed. So that means if you're in a party of 5 people, everyone is getting healed, and you can spam it. But it costs more mana than flash heal, so it has a very good potential to make you out of mana. It will make you out of mana on no seconds. I mean, you get out of mana so fast with it. So if everyone is getting down on 50% and you just have to heal everyone, well, Prayer of Healing is probably the one you need to spam then. And now the most important spells is actually coming, and that's your Holy Words. So you have Holy Word Serenity, Holy Word Sanctify, and Holy Word Justice. To Justice is only a damage spell that normally incapacitate the enemy. I have a talent here that makes it stun actually, so I have a free stun. Holy Word Sanctify is a free instant, costs 5000 mana, so it's expensive, but it's an instant cast spell that heals for 9k damage. So it heals actually the same as actually free Prayer of Healing. So free Prayer of Healing instant on 5000 mana, and it's good. It's really good. I mean, it's a free instant cast, and it helps the team so much if everyone is getting low. The cool thing here is that it has 1 minute cooldown, but every time you use Prayer of Healing, it reduces the cooldown by 6 seconds. So now you can say it's 23 seconds, now it's 40, now it's 4, and now it will be ready. It's pretty cool, it's really cool. And because I have Cosmic Ripple, then every time my Holy Words get off cooldown, it heals 1000 to 5 injured targets. It's a great talent. Then we also have Holy Word Serenity that heals 26,000 just instant, boom. And in a raid or dungeon where the tanks is getting low, I mean, boom, 26k healing. And the Mastery healing you have will also heal a lot. So it's a really super spell. And again, it has the same every time you use heal or flash heal, it gets off the cooldown. So if you spam flash heal, you can see you get it very fast, boom, ready again. Spam flash heal, and you can see how fast it gets off the cooldown. It's super. And also because I have Light of Narrow, it goes even faster, and it's ready again. So Holy Word Serenity is the one you're using if someone is getting low and you just have to heal them ASAP. Holy Writ Sanctify is the one you heal if anyone is getting low. And so that was your basically heals. Boom. Now your cooldowns. Guardian Spirit is the one you put on the tank if you're thinking, okay, he's going to die. So you put it on the tank, and if he's die, he will go up to 40% health, and he will increase the healing he takes by 60. So it's like, you can say, kind of a combat risk, but without his dying. So you're kind of saving him before he dies. So it's a great spell. It's a super great spell. And then you have the Lifesaver. It's like Tranquility for the druids, but it's just a we can say priest version. So like the druids, you stand there and healing everyone, and it's super great. And healing received increased by 10 is a little buff you get, and also your mastery is stacked. So that means that's actually totally like the druids, because your mastery on a priest, your mastery is making every direct healing heal over time, and that also works on Divine Hymn. So that means your Divine Hymn will leave 6 seconds of healing over time, and it's very good. So Divine Hymn is like your button, you click on oh we screwed, poof, everyone in full health. Awesome. And the cool thing here is that when you're inside a dungeon and it's not a raid group, it's healing 100% more. So in a mythic dungeons, it's so much worth to use. It says right now it's 11k it's healing, but in a mythic dungeon it's 20k. Just to everyone, boom, 20k. That's pretty good. I mean, seriously. So so Holy Priestess has 2 very strong cooldowns. One saves the person tank for dying, or just a DPS. The one that heals everyone, and then you have your Holy Words. That is really life-saving. I probably think that Holy Priestess is one of those priestesses that has best time in dungeons and mythics at the moment, because they have so much through healing, through output healing, that really is a lifesaver. And remember to keep up your stamina buff, so everyone gets the 10% more stamina. It's nice. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the most important thing for Holy Priestess. I think it's pretty solid, everything we covered. So yeah, that was the stats, talents, and how you should play it with your spells. So if you have any questions and remarks, anything you want to change on what I said, well, leave down in the comments, tell me what you think. Else I can just simply say thank you guys for watching, and have a great evening.